Howdy y'all, and here's another weekly Rust investing video. Sorry about last week, my voice was really bad. I've practically lost it and it was very scratchy and just really bad in general because I got really sick and was out for a week from school and I just had a bunch of stuff to catch up on, so I apologize for that. But basically the rundown for this week is it's meh overall. There are some good items out there to invest in, or like one really good item to invest in my opinion. And there's a few others that are worth taking a look at as well. And Halloween's over now, and last week it was really lackluster as well. So I mean, it really wasn't worth making a video on that, especially with how my voice was and how the week was just really lackluster in general. But welcome back to another Rust investing video. Let me hop right into my top 3 picks for this week. Okay, my top pick for this week is going to be the training boots. They're basically like Jordan's kicks, like the best kicks out there basically, and it complements the Adidas tracksuit that's also released, which has potential as a meme value due to the Slav stereotype behind it. As well, like they're Jordans, they're kicks, so that could also be a big deal for anyone who collects those, which I know there's some following of that, and it's basically the closest thing to those items, so that has an advantage to why I make a profit overall. And if you take a look at the set as a whole, like as in this picture, it looks pretty good. Like it's a pretty good looking set, so that also contributes. And think about it, this will go up once like the metal chest piece, like the metal chest plate is released and not just the road sign stuff. As well, when the metal face mask is released as well, it will also go up in value due to the release of those items. And more items will also be released, so it does have more potential to skyrocket in value because of more items being released. And that is the rundown on that, my top pick. This also goes along with the gloves, which I think will also be a good investment for this week as well. My second pick for this week is going to be the ammo crate. This is mainly due to the organizational properties it has, in that it can really help organize one base, as you can put all your ammo in one crate. And it helps with like the OCD players due to this organizational ability that has, since it's being labeled an ammo box. And it doesn't look too bad overall, although it's not necessarily the brightest, and I do think there are other ammo boxes out there that could be better skins, but are more expensive. And since this is cheap, I do think this is a much better buy if you're trying to organize your gear, and like for OCD players out there, it will also be extremely helpful. And as this picture is showcasing, it does seem to have some camouflage behind it, so that could be a perk behind using this item as well. But most importantly, the organizational factor really increases the value of this item and gives it the ability to go up in the future and be a good investment as a whole. My third pick for this week is going to be the Cobalt Security AK. It is unique, but not terribly unique because of the removal of the stock from the item, but it does increase its value. And if we just take a look at the skin as well, as shown by these images, we can see that it's a pretty good looking skin overall, and that it will have really good value to it because it looks really good. And otherwise, it's pretty good looking skin. As well, it goes along with a theme that has been inside the game, which also contributes to how it would be profitable. Because a lot of the themed, in-game items, like in-game themes such as Cobalt and the oil rig and like the excavator, those items tend to go up in value due to being themed around stuff that's already been released in the game and not just outside material, and is just an outside theme being brought in to the game itself. So that's a perk for the Cobalt Security AK, and the no stock also contributes to this unique ability because it may be one of the only items that is both related to the game and is stockless. So that is one of the best parts of the Cobalt Security AK-47 and why it's my third pick for this week. So besides these items, there are quite a few other interesting items out there to invest in, but one of the ones that I want to talk about, and not necessarily what I would buy at all in that case, would be the Dreadlord knife. I don't really know what's up with this item, and I haven't really researched it as much as I should have been, but it's kind of weird that it's appeared in the market for, I believe, 2 weeks, as I even because if I look at my Discord, you can see that I had a screenshot of it from the week before. And that's quite interesting to me how it showed up for 2 weeks, and this leads to a lot of possibilities for future skins and a lot of possibilities in the Rust item store, as well as skins can be released for more than 1 week, which kind of screws over investing. So that could be very problematic towards Rust investing, as Valve just can practically leave any single one of these skins out there just to buy for another 2 weeks, for another week, which could lead to a ton of oversaturation for that item and make it practically worthless and make it tank so much. I'm not sure if this is being sold on the Steam community market either right now, so that could be problematic if you're not able to sell it because it's until after 2 weeks has passed, because then then your only hope is to refund it, if that's even possible, because you won't make a profit on it at all if it's been released for 2 weeks due to the oversaturation. But anyways, besides this, there's still some there's some other good items out there as well, or decent items. The double blade is an interesting skin to me because it, like I said, it's like it states, it's a double blade and it looks pretty cool as a sword, and it would be pretty cool to have like a salvage sword, I think, to have that as well, to hack people with, basically. And the Morganite hammer is pretty unique, as there's not many other hammer skins out there that are quite like that one. So it looks pretty good, and there's like a face on it too, and has some designs, which is a lot better than some of the other things I've seen. Besides the Halloween one was also pretty good. There's also the Eternal Python, but Pythons tend to do absolutely horrible as investments, so I would stay away from the Pythons and just Python investing in general. There's not really much profit to be made off them, and a lot of them tend to underperform when they release on the Steam community market. And then there's the oil rig double door. Although this is, like, as I said, the profitable theme is it's related to in-game, and although this is related to an in-game item, I don't think it's really worth investing in because it just doesn't look all that great. And I don't really see how it could be used in a roleplay factory either because of this, and I just don't really see it performing that well because it just doesn't look that good to me, and it doesn't look that great. And the theme doesn't it does help its case, but it still doesn't make it a very worthwhile investment. So that's the skins for these weeks. Thank you guys for watching. I highly appreciate you coming out and supporting me. I am sorry once again for last week, but thank you. That's been all my top picks and the picks on why I haven't picked why I haven't picked the other picks. So thank you guys for watching. Sincerely, DroBlue. See all y'all later.